I was just 26 years old when I arrived on the rugged shores of California. Or to be exact, the steamy basin known as Pasadena. I had just been signed by Warner Brothers Studio for the enormous sum of $125 a week. The year was 1935.
Photographers?
There she is!
Errol Flynn.
Yes.
It's Errol, not Earl, right?
Oh, you got it.
I'm Irving Jerome, here to welcome you to Hollywood.
Hi. Who's the star, anyway?
Oh, that's Lily Damita, our tigress with a French accent.
She was on the same train. How could I possibly have missed her?
Errol, don't forget, give us a call.
Indeed I shall.
See you later, sweetie.
That you failed to meet Lily, I'd say was obvious.
You could be right, sport.
I'm parked right over here.
You know, it seems like only yesterday I was in the deepest jungles of New Guinea, living among savages. Now, here I am, halfway around the world in this land of fantasy.
Well, things aren't so different here. Different jungle, different savages.
By the way, when do I report for work?
As a matter of fact, you have a bit in the film shooting tomorrow.
Oh, marvelous.
Not much, but it's a beginning.
Do you have my script?
No, you'll pick up your pages on the set. You report to makeup at 6 a.m.
6 a.m.?
That's right.
Yes. Well, don't worry about it, sport. I'll be there. Wouldn't miss it for anything in the world.
These two guys wake up and they find themselves on a desert island. Anyway, the first guy says...
I say, could you tell me where the case of the Curious Bride is shooting?
Excuse me.
I'm sorry, but I can't seem to find the soundstage.
Who the hell is he? Who the hell are you?
Who the hell is he?
I'm J.L. Warner. That's who the hell I am. Who the hell are you?
It's a matter of no importance.
Where was I? Oh, yeah. So these two guys wake up on the desert island.
Flynn? Are you Flynn?
You got it.
We're all waiting for you. The director's as mad as hell. Over here. Now, Martin will check your makeup. It doesn't look pasty enough.
Pasty?
Sit down. Roger, the shirt and the tie are okay. Get him a coat. I'd say 44 long.
I haven't got any pages yet.
Pages? You don't say anything.
I don't?
The director will tell you what to do when the time comes. Let's go.
Hi.
In here. Found him, Mr. Curtis.
Good morning.
Do you know how much money you are costing a wonderful man like Jack Warner?
Well, I'm terribly sorry.
Silence! Now get up here and lie down.
Lie down.
On the morgue table, actor, which I doubt you are. You are dead. The detective will pull back the sheet. Your wife will identify you, huh? Ready?
I'll do it.
Let's have a tape. Roll. Speed.
Case of the Curious Bride, scene 104, take 1.
Hey, fella, you're sweating. Makeup!
Keep rolling. We have a corpse that sweats.
Hurry up. Hurry up.
Get out of there. Action.
Is this your husband?
Yes, that's him.
Cut. Print. Beautiful. The most talented corpse I ever seen. A hand, everybody, for the dead man's John Barrymore. Now it's okay, you say. I'm sorry for the time what you cost us.
Go to hell.
Ingrate! You stupid bit player! You alien ingrate!
All right, everybody, that's it. Penthouse set, stage 11. Props over here.
Well, you had yourself a big morning. First, you tick off Jack Warner.
How'd you hear about that?
Movie lot's like a small town. Word filters quickly. And now you tell Mike Curtiz to go to hell. Who's next?
That depends on where you take me.
Hey! Errol! Errol, what's the matter? What's happening?
I'm all right.
Oh, my God. You scared me. Can I get you anything? What?
No, it's all right. It's an ancient case of malaria.
Do you have medicine? Is something you take?
No, not on me. Luckily, it goes as quickly as it comes.
Okay, all right. Come on. Let's get you out in the fresh air.
Yes.
You all right now, huh?
Yes. Thank you.
Okay. I better not say anything about this to J.L. He'll have to have a seizure.
The second of the day.
You're okay?
Yeah.
All right, Errol, I've got your studio biography right here. You were born in Ireland in 1914.
I was born in Tasmania in 1909.
You went to the best schools in Dublin and London.
I got thrown out of every school in Melbourne and Sydney.
Your life was the theater.
What is this? My life was the sea.
You performed the classics on the stage before you were 20.
I was a sea tramp, a roustabout. I ran a gold rush boat to New Guinea before I was 18.
I don't know why the publicity department wants to invent you. You've got a past that's better than anything they could write. Come on, let's go. Come on, Errol, please. Thought you might like to watch a bit.
The beat, Rodolfo. Listen to the beat. So fast, easy. Romantically, look in her eyes. What are you doing? Oh, that's it. Pull her close. And dip. Low, dip. Down, low.
Oh, idiot. Don't you touch me. I hate you. I've always hated you. I always will hate you.
this.
No matter how many dance lessons you take, you'll never be able to dance, and I know this from the first moment I lay eyes on you.
Allow me. The name is Errol Flynn, and it has been a pleasure, Lily.
All right, everybody. We take a rest.
First J.L., then Curtiz, now Damita. You've had a busy day.
And it isn't over yet. Hi.
Hello?
This is Lily's friend, Marie. I'm sorry, what's your last name?
Smith.
Yeah, well, this is Errol Flynn, our new contract player. Maybe you could give Errol a tour of the lot, if you're free.
Oh, I'm free.
Splendid.
See you around, sport.
Well, what would you like to see first?
Is that a question or a preview of coming attractions?
Hey, Billy!
Hi, Marie.
Hi, Billy. Great stuff.
Thanks.
This is Errol Flynn. He's the new contract player.
Errol, nice to meet you.
Well done. Spectacular form.
Oh, thank you very much.
You'll have to teach me how to do that sometime.
Oh, no chance, pal.
Why not?
Well, that's my meal ticket. I'd go and show you how to do it. I'd be out of job, wouldn't I?
I don't think you need to worry.
I'm not. Mr. Werner hired you as an actor, not a daredevil.
He'd make a great double for you, Errol.
Why not?
Well, let's brag it up over a drink at the Blue Evening. You game?
I'd love to.
Great. It's right around the corner on Rin Tin Tin Way.
Can I give you a lift?
Thank you. The Blue Evening on Rintintin Way. If you please.
Would you care for an aperitif?
Thank you. Very nice.
You should be.
French, of course.
Of course. Peter, the Blue Evening.
You are a good dancer, Flynn. You are very, in control of your body.
I sincerely hope so.
And where did you learn this fancy footwork? The London Dance Conservatory?
No. A textbook and a chair in the jungles of New Guinea.
How romantic, the jungles of New Guinea. I don't know if I believe this, but it's a good story. I like this story very much.
It's perfectly true. Perhaps we could discuss it over dinner tomorrow night.
Oh, I'm sorry. I have another engagement.
Well, then I shall hope to see you around the studio sometime.
But how about Saturday?
I'm afraid not. Saturday is extremely busy.
Move the car, Peter.
Hey, how's the fella? Oh, he keeps puzzling around that corner and his old horse is set down.
Hi.
What'll it be?
Do you make Cuba Libre?
Fine.
Dark rum, lime juice, and cola.
Rum and cola. Gotcha.
Thank you.
Would you settle for a lemon?
Why not?
Gotta keep your horse. That cost me 50 lousy bucks. If he was here, I'd cut him off at his knees.
You're hopeless, Crusher. Earl!
Billy.
Yeah, what you drinking?
A Cuba Libre, or as they concocted in this part of the world, rum and cola.
That sounds interesting. Hey, Jimmy, why don't you give me one of these things?
What was all that about?
Oh, like I told you before, the old meal ticket. Some actor did his own stunt. Now, Crusher there's out 50 clams.
Seems somewhat perturbed.
Yeah, he's angry, too. Thank you, Jimmy.
There she is.
Oh. Did you invite her?
Sure. Why not?
Well, this ought to be interesting. That's Crusher's sometimes girlfriend.
Hi, Errol. Hi, Billy. What are you drinking?
Rum and cola.
Oh, a Cuba Libre. Good drink. I'll have the same.
Another one, Jimmy, please.
Hey, Marie, get over here.
I prefer it over here, thank you.
Now, what the hell are you talking about? Get your butt over here.
Do you mind? I already have an escort.
La-di-da-di-da.
Excuse me. I believe you're annoying the lady.
What did you say, pretty boy?
I think it best that you take your seat and leave the lady alone. This is hardly the time or the place. Perhaps this is the time and the place.
Gentlemen, let's do this thing right. Rope it off, boys.
Would you do the honors, my dear?
Of course.
Shouldn't take too long.
Good luck.
Thank you.
To the Blue Evening Bar, Mr. Errol Flynn.
Mr. Welch,
Please confer with the proprietor of these premises, assess the damages, and tender me the bill.
My pleasure.
One more thing. Would you be so kind as to set up a round of drinks for all the boys and girls on me?
Trust me, Jack. Cannot believe this, Hal. You pulled me out of a story conference to look at a corpse?
Look, you just take a look at this corpse, Jack. I think we should test him for the lead in Captain Blood.
What are you talking about? We've got the limey. What's his name?
Robert Donat.
Donat.
Yes, well, we may not have Donat. He's got respiratory problems. Can't stand the air in California, and he wants us to shoot the picture in Spain.
But the part wants a star.
This part will make anybody who plays it a star. It's actor-proof.
All right, show me a corpse.
Herb, let's run the film, please.
Hey, fella, you're sweating. Makeup!
Keep rolling. We have a corpse that sweats.
Hurry up, hurry up.
That's the soda jerk. Asked me who the hell I was.
Just watch him after Mike calls cut.
Action!
Is this your husband?
Yes, that's him.
Cut! Hurry!
Beautiful. The most talented corpse I ever seen. A hand, everybody. for
Freeze
this
that.
man's John.
Freeze. He's got charm, Jack. Look at that nice Irish smile. The ladies will love him even playing an Englishman. Besides, Donat wants an arm and a leg.
How much?
50,000.
It's not out of line.
Pounds sterling.
Pah! God damn limey consumptive. Test him.
Say, Jack, who do we test with him?
The new one, the pretty one. What's her name?
Olivia de Havilland.
That's the one.
Blood.
Surprisingly good, Mr. Flynn. Surprising. Cut. Okay, lovey birds, cut.
Errol, enough.
Cut, please. Thank you, darling.
I hope you get the part.
Yes.
At last is a cut.
I got it.
Good. That's the set.
It was good. Was it good?
Oh, very.
That's what I thought.
Hello, Lily. You look fetching.
Thank you. Did you win, Flynn?
Yes, Lily, I win.
You've become quite a player, Errol.
Oh, thank you. I suppose it's waiting for the results of the Captain Blood test. It's given me a lot of time to practice.
You'll know soon enough.
I wouldn't worry. You'll get the part.
And how does the little lady know that?
I know that because I saw the test. You were good.
You saw my test? How did she see my test? If I...
No. I don't mean I saw the test. I mean I saw you testing.
You were on the stage.
Oui. You are the right type.
And what type is that?
Handsome, raw, sexy. You'll get the part.
Hello, Lily. You look lovely as ever.
Thank you, Jack.
So, are we on for tonight?
No.
Oh, it's tomorrow night.
No.
I guess I'll go have a swim.
But I'm free most of next week.
I'll see if I can fit you in.
Miss Damita, how lovely you look tonight.
Thank you, Andre. May I present Mr. Errol Flynn? I'm sure you will be seeing very much of him.
I'm sure. Miss Damita, I have your favorite table. This way.
Anyone to give me a drink?
Some champagne.
Oh, Andre, I thought so.
Have a lovely evening.
Thank you. Well, I'd say this calls for a toast. To you, lovely Lily.
To Errol Flynn, the new Captain Blood.
Please, forgive this intrusion, but my husband says that you are Lily Damita. Now, if that is true, he would just love to have your autograph.
Your husband is quite right.
His name is Henry.
To Henry.
And Sheila.
You were in the cockeyed world, weren't you?
Would you, please?
Oh, not me. I'm Miss Damita's chauffeur.
Thank you,
Thank
Mr.
you.
Damita.
Thank you very much.
What a thing to say. You are not my chauffeur.
Look at it this way. I drove you here, didn't I?
Lily, dear, I haven't seen you for ages.
I've been on location.
Oh, and who is this cupcake, your newest paramour?
Errol Flynn, Phoebe Strait.
My pleasure, Miss Strait.
He's been considered to replace Robert Donat in Captain Blood.
Ooh. Well, I must fly. Love your dress. Peruvian silk.
That woman, Phoebe Strait, she's a very influential columnist. You know how powerful the press is in this business. It is important that they like you.
I don't care what they say about me as long as they spell my name right. So my friends back in Tasmania will know it's me. Shall we dance? Show off your lovely dress.
You know, it is Peruvian silk.
Yes, I know.
You do?
I'd love to take you to sea. It's the one place where a person...
There's Constance Bennett. Do you see her over there? I'm sorry, Flynn. Go on.
No, it's all right, it's all right. I was just saying that the sea is really a place where one can feel truly...
Dick Power, do you see him sitting there? Everybody's here tonight. The Chaboyer. Oh, Flynn, I'm sorry. I must say hello to Sean.
Yes, of course.
May I cut in?
He's just dying to dance with her. You naughty boy. I found out who you are. You're not a chauffeur, you're an actor.
As soon as I walked in the room, I knew who you were. Do you know who my wife thought you were?
No.
Fay Ray. You know, the girl who sat in King Kong's hand.
What, not me?
Boy, what a picture that was.
By hand. Always kill a crocodile by hand. And this one particular one was a slimy old codger. He must have taken him easily over half an hour.
You know, that scene with you in bed with Edmund Lowe, that was some pretty risque stuff. Weren't you kind of embarrassed?
He produced 34 pairs of shoes, 12 wallets, 22 belts, and over 100 watch bands.
You are a naughty boy.
That too?
Vous allez
anges qui viennent à Hollywood.
What's the matter, little lady?
L'argent pas devant sur l'écran. Henry, I think she just swore at me.
How do you know?
Écoutez-moi bien,
I don't. So look at her eye.
américaine avec votre idéologie qui vous mène dans
Henry,
ce lit.
stop her.
That's enough, little lady.
Il y a une chose que vous pouvez vous en battre.
Henry, stop her.
C'est que personne, absolument personne, ne touche mon âme.
Are you all right?
Oh, he had to come
There's a picture in the afternoon edition.
What's this gonna cost?
Some furnishings, a few dishes, negligible.
Can he sue?
That photograph of him pouring vichyssoise all over Lily? Hardly.
We're gonna have to watch these two. That's an explosive combination.
Like I've been telling you, JL, this Flynn kid is dynamite.
Let's not forget, we're selling apple pie, motherhood, and the American way.
We're also selling tickets.
Think you can handle it?
Hell yes.
All right. Cast it.
He's in.
Oh, Flynn.
Lily! Your friend Flynn, he's doing Captain Blood.
You know what we're going to do as soon as we finish Captain Blood?
What?
You and I are going to sea. We're going to rent a boat. Maybe I'll even be able to buy one. I don't know. Then we'll head for Tahiti, Fiji, New Guinea. There's a mountain of gold waiting out there.
Hell, Earl, I've never even been to Catalina.
Well, that'll be our first stop.
Jack Warner and I had been together many times socially, but this was our first official meeting. In order to get to his office, one had to pass through his private corridor, where the walls were lined with photographs of his stars. And surprise, there at the very end was yours truly.
You can go right in, Mr. Flynn.
Thank you.
Flynn, let me tell you something. There is one thing I will not put up with on this lot, and that is drinking on the job. Now, I don't drink. My brothers don't drink. Only a bum will drink when he's working. You can't get the job done. You've only been around here for a short while. You've already developed quite a reputation.
Well, you see, sir.
Sit down.
Thank you.
I'm taking a big chance putting an unknown into such an expensive picture. But I believe you're worth it. I believe you have the potential.
Why, thank you, sir.
You know, I know more about you than you do about yourself.
You do?
I know what kind of wine you order when you dine out and what kind of wine you drink at home. I know you can order from a menu in French and Italian and Swiss. I know you hate to eat just meat and potatoes, and you like Rachmaninoff. I also know something else about you. We have something in common.
We do.
We both love to fight. But there's something you should know about me. I also love to win. I'm used to winning. Believe me, Flynn, if it ever comes down to a fight between you and me, I'll win. You understand?
I think so.
Everyone wants to use me. Let me tell you something. I'm the user. It's my game, my ball, my bat. We'll play by my rules. Do you hear?
Yes, sir.
I'm giving a small party at my home on Sunday afternoon. I trust you'll be able to attend.
My pleasure.
Fine. You go back to the set now. Filmmaking takes time, and time is money.
Till Sunday.
Quiet on the set, everybody. Get your lights, please. Billy, is the carriage ready?
Yes, sir, it is.
Ready, Olivia, darling?
Yes.
Roll, camera. Speed. Captain Blood, scene 42, take 2. Action.
Stop! Captain Blood.
blood. I thought you'd gone. You can't be here. My uncle's just returned.
Yes, I know.
You know. Well, what are you going to do?
Well, just stay here.
Oh, no, no, it's impossible. You mustn't stay here. He's sworn he'll hang you.
I doubt if he will. I've always been bad luck for your uncle.
But you can still save yourself. Please, for my sake.
For your sake? Isn't it true that you hate me?
Hate you.
Or is it that you love me?
Whom else would I love? Now, Errol. 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 Someone, please.
Cut! What's happening?
Please
Get him a chair!
Oh, Billy. Oh. What is it?
Errol, you all right?
Malaria.
Oh, Larry, that's Johnny Colaton.
Get a doctor.
Errol, do you have a doctor?
This'll help.
All right, we do scene again. Ready, you?
Whenever you're ready.
Ready whenever you are, sport.
We're going again here. Number one, set it up.
Okay, number one.
Right here.
I owe you one, Billy.
Hello, my darling. Good to see you.
Hello.
Looking wonderful. Have a good time.
Can I have another glass of champagne? Do it again!
What kind of music is this? Swing. It's all the rage, JL. Clarinet player named Benny Goodman has set New York on its ear. The kids are crazy about it.
They call that music?
You're absolutely right, JL.
Have them play that song we're pushing for the hit parade.
A Lullaby of Broadway?
That's
right, JL.
Errol! After our little chat in the office, I understand you were drinking on the set.
Ah, spies.
Concerned employees.
It was malaria.
Malaria. So I didn't buy a drunk, I bought a cripple. Can't win either way. Hello, Clark. Good to see you. Hope the hell he doesn't drink too much or start singing.
What's wrong with that?
You can't sing? Mel, darling, you look lovely. Anyone here you want to meet? Coop? Cagney? Norma Shearer? John Barrymore? Of course, if you want to catch Barrymore after 5, you have to look in a bottle. Hello, Nils. How are you? There's Phoebe Strait.
I met her.
Oh, yes, of course. Lily's here. Where? I'm not sure, but she said she was coming.
Oh, by the way, a friend of mine is arriving in Hollywood this afternoon, and I said I'd be here, so...
Of course, any friend of yours. What's his name?
Dr. Jarrett Keats.
Crusher.
That's Mr. Warner.
Mr. Flynn has a friend arriving a little later, Dr. Keats. Could you see to it your pals at the door let him in?
Yes, sir.
Freddie! Frederick March. He's a little love fan. And listen, no headlines today. What do you say?
I wouldn't think of sport.
Errol?
Olivia.
Hello.
Hi.
Is it not?
Magnificent.
Might I prevail upon you, young man? For a portion of that frozen H2O, you would seem to have a servant.
Of course.
Damn bar is a sleeper jump from anywhere.
By the way, that's gin in my glass.
Oh, sooner or later, it's all gin. You can mind. Rule to live by, Lochinvar. Always carry your own backup boots. Up the school?
Cheers.
Ah. Now, have I seen you somewhere, my friend? Perhaps in some other life.
Well, like yourself, Mr. Barrymore, I'm an actor. My name's Errol Flynn.
Flynn? You're out here. Any man who could tell Mike Curtis to go to hell is a friend of mine. Glorious country, California. But it's too good for clods to inhabit it.
Reminds me of parts of Ceylon.
Ah. You're a world traveler?
Well, just bits and pieces so far, but it's my dream.
Sail the seas, deep and wide.
How did you know?
I, too, had the same dream. My home was to be wherever the anchor dropped.
But it didn't work out, though.
My home turned out to be my dressing room.
Not mine. I intend to sail the world over. To all those seas, deep and wide.
Oh, that's a splendid toast. I'll upend my glass to that.
Excuse me, Earl, could I see you for a minute? Hello, Jack.
Hello there. Whoever he is.
Some other time.
Assuredly.
I see you, Jack. Too bad about him. You should have seen his Hamlet.
Did you?
No, I couldn't get away. No, it's no secret how good Captain Blood's looking, Earl. Yeah. I've already started working with the writers on a couple of other ideas for you. But JL tells me that you want to take off parts unknown. Can't say that I blame you. Feel the same way myself. Begin to conquer new worlds, that sort of thing.
Really? Where do you think of going?
Oh, Paramount, MGM, Columbia, RKO maybe. No, I take that back. RKO's doing musicals.
Would you excuse me, Mr. Wallace?
Hal. Sure.
There's that cupcake that I met with Lily Damita. See if you can dig up some dirt, Marty.
I'll get right on it, Miss Straight.
You danced divinely. You're intoxicating, did you know? Wrong adjective. You're enchanting.
You're quite wonderful in your picture.
How'd you hear that?
Oh, you know, Warner's is like a little town, you know.
So they keep telling me.
Well, it's true. May we cut in? Hi, I'm Diana Dyrenforth. I'm under contract to Metro-Goldwyn-Mayer. You're Errol Flynn, aren't you?
So I believe.
I'd love to work at Warner's. A good part on a loan out. Sometimes that's the only way you can get your own studio to notice you.
Hello. My turn, please. Hello, you gorgeous thing. I'm Lou Warner.
Hello. Are you related to Jack Warner?
No, I'm related to Louis B. Mayer. Excuse me. Forgive me. That woman. Did she say she was related to Adolf Zucker?
Louis B. Mayer.
She lies. She's not even related to Warner.
believe it's dinner tonight.
Supper.
Then I'm still on the second shift.
Don't be stupid, Flynn. Takes that long for me to cook.
Who is that?
There we go. There we go. One more for the lovies, eh?
Heat, you maniac!
Good afternoon, your lordship.
Flynn, this is your friend. What's his name?
Dr. Jared Keats, eminent scientist, bon vivant, a man of many parts.
Yes. Welcome to Hollywood. There's a lovely party you've thrown here. I'm beholden.
What the hell is he doing up there?
Our host wants to know what you're doing up there,
I'm
Keats.
about to take the plunge, your lordship.
Get him down from there.
Whatever you say, Governor. Are you ready, your lordship?
Ready!
A one, a two, a three, go!
Get the name of all those girls, Marty. Unless they're from Paramount. We're not speaking to them this week.
Yes, Miss Strait.
Actors. Nincompoops.
Two gin, two scotches, water back home.
Thank you, Sally. Did you make it, Tam?
You bet.
I don't know why you had to hustle me away from that shindig so fast. I only got me 3 autographs.
That's 3 bloody good reasons.
Oh, what a lovely passel of wahinis were in that swimming pool, I must say. I have not seen a lovelier lot in the best house in Perth or Brisbane, eh? Not even in the house in Singapore, remember?
Yes.
I loved it.
Have you found us a sailing vessel yet?
Sailing vessel? Oh, no.
I'll keep on it, mate. I got the money coming in. I can afford it.
We're going to have to change our plans a bit, your lordship.
What do you mean?
I'm on my way to Spain. There's a war coming. A civil war. It's the worst kind.
You're no soldier.
I'm a doctor. Spanish medicine is 100 years behind the rest of the civilized world. There are villages in Spain where the infant mortality rate is 100%. Infection, it's the curse of the country. Now, war comes, and those poor devils on either side, they won't stand a chance. Now, they need doctors.
When do you leave?
Tonight. Huh? I ran into your mum and dad in Sydney. Your dad has been tapped for a chair in marine biology at the University of Belfast.
Marvelous.
Yeah, they'll be moving to Ireland in the spring. Oh, he's a great guy, your dad.
How is my mother?
Well, I bring you a message.
Don't tell me. When are you going to settle down and make something of yourself?
Well, that's exactly what she said. How did you know?
I've heard it all my life. Here's to Mother. She'll never change.
They never do they? I must go. Hasta luego, as they say in Espanol. Keep your socks dry, your knife sharp, and an eye out for the passing ladies. I'll do you proud, Sam.
Well, well. We might have some fun tonight after all. Hello, pretty boy.
Gentlemen, may I buy you a drink?
We don't drink with pretty boys.
That's no way to do it, is across the Atlantic half naked. Excuse me, gentlemen.
You're not leaving me here with these mugs, are you?
Well, why, you won't miss me bus. Well, you can handle them, lordship. You told me often enough how you made the Olympic trials in Melbourne.
Damn it, Keats, that was cruiserweight. Well, look at these 3. They're 15 stone apiece at their an ounce.
Oh, yes, I see what you mean. Would you hold this for me? Thank you. That ought to even the odds up a bit.
Thank you. Nothing for it but to go. Ta-ta.
We don't want any trouble.
And stay out of it. Don't you ever smile.
Yes, who is it?
It's me. I was detained.
Who did this to you?
Unimportant. I'm perfectly all right.
Flynn, you are not all right. You look terrible. And don't tell me, please, that I should see the other guy.
Guys.
Guys, they attack you.
Yes.
Tomorrow, you and I, we go and we get these...
Aren't you sleepy?
Of course, darling. We'll sleep tomorrow.
It is tomorrow.
Then we should sleep.
Shouldn't you call the studio?
No! No work today. Not enough makeup in the entire town to cover the shiner.
You're right. And anyway, if they want to find you, they do know where to find you.
They do.
Everyone at Jack One knew we would end up together.
I didn't.
Oh, Flynn, I kill you.
Oh.
Hey, you know what? I think maybe I should make you a delicious French breakfast.
Mm-hmm.
My specialty.
Mm-mm. I prefer another speciality of yours.
No, don't eat this. It is not right. It is not a point. The sauce, it was allowed to cool too long because of your naughtiness. It does not taste the same.
It is wonderful, my darling. You're right. Your sauce is hotter than mine.
That's not true. It is the same.
No, yours is definitely hotter than mine.
Oh, stop it, Flynn. You make me angry.
It's a joke, Lily. A joke. What was that for?
A joke, Flynn, a joke.
Oh, okay.
No.
Oh, definitely hotter.
Oh, mon Dieu.
It's the second shift.
Yes, who is it, please?
They're serving Jerome, Lily.
Evening. Just a moment. Evening, Warner Brothers. Evening, darling.
Hello, Lily.
How nice to see you. A drink? Coffee? Tea?
No, thank you. I guess you know why I'm here. Maybe you could just take him a message.
Nonsense!
We can eliminate the middleman sports. Speak up. My God, that's a horrible black eye.
You should have seen it before.
JL was informed of your little escapade, so they shot around you today. But tomorrow they can. The orders ought to be there.
Well, I don't see why not, sport. Should be fun.
Yeah. Well, good night, you two.
Good night, Irving, darling. What now, mon capitaine?
Oh, Peter Blood, that feels so good. So good, I think I'll try standing. I can walk. The gout, it's disappeared. I can walk. Peter Blood, you're a genius. I will see that. What the devil is that, Errol?
What is happening? What are you laughing at?
Mr. Flynn has acquired a new eye.
Enough fun and games. All right, we shoot again. This time with 2 eyes, not 3.
I'm tired of kissing your bad eye. Kiss now your good one.
You are evil, Damita.
What you call me? It's not true.
Is it joke, my darling?
Why do you men so treasure this joking so?
I treasure only you.
Love is not a joke.
Well, not in French, certainly.
Oh, certainly not in French. In any language, love is very serious, but in French, it is a solemn.
Solemn. Indeed it is.
See? You make another joke with me.
Not at all.
Then prove it to me.
Anything. Name it.
Do you love me?
Yes. Well, you know I do.
Then marry me.
I beg your pardon.
You heard me.
Come now, Angel.
I will no longer be your angel if you do not marry me.
Lily. A woman mustn't put chains on a man. It ruins the relationship. This is perfectly lovely as it is. Let's keep it that way, What are you doing?
It should be of no interest to you. I'm only killing myself.
Come back here!
Lily! Don't touch me, I'll jump.
All right. Whatever you want, I'll do it. But for God's sake, don't jump.
Marry me. Swear you will marry me.
Yes, all right, I'll marry you. Now, give me your hand.
You marry me.
Yes.
You won't change your mind.
No, I promise.
Oh, my darling. Oh, thank you for asking me to marry you. Of course I will marry you.
There's only one word for the romance between Warner Brothers star Lily Damita and Irish newcomer Errol Flynn. Torrid. Frankly, this reporter is shocked. Hollywood has only too recently cleansed the grime of scandal from its skirts. Our beloved industry has an obligation now to lead the way to the dawn of a new era of morality and personal ethics. Take heed, Lily and Errol, if you value the good opinion and the acceptance on the screen of millions of church-going, freedom-loving Americans. Get married, you two. Carbon copy to Jack L. Warner.
I'll go get him.
Let's get it. Lower that level. Getting very good.
Earl, Lily's on the phone.
It's her 4th call today. She insists we set a date for the wedding. She's like a dog with a bone.
Well, it wouldn't be the worst thing that happened. You're crazy about her, aren't you?
Within a certain radius of her, I'm addicted.
Errol. Yeah. You two have been
flaunting your affair for some time now. Not willfully, perhaps, but you seem to make every newspaper in the country at least once a day. J.L. is concerned the Legion of Decency could boycott Captain Blood when it comes out.
Is that possible?
Afraid so.
Let's have a drink. I've got one more shot. I'll meet you over at the Blue Evening.
All right.
Darling!
And the world looks on as Benito Mussolini, Il Duce, the leader of the Brown Shirts, has mobilized his threats into a very powerful army. Lily Damita weds in Yuma, Arizona. Lily Damita, the French bombshell now being seen in Warner Brothers' Frisco Kid, married here today to the same studio's newest threat for stardom, a handsome Irishman by the name of Errol Flynn, whose first film, Captain Blood, will be released in the near future. Word has it that the marriage has the approval of Jack L. Warner himself. It seems champagne was at a premium in this border town, so the bride and groom toasted each other with tequila, with some unexpected results. General Francisco Franco confers with Spanish officials. Yesterday, Franco met with various government representatives.
Thank you. Good. Good. Now Captain Blood will open clean as a whistle. You did it, Herb. How'd you do it?
We had a few drinks at the Blue Evening. I promised him a raise.
What?
You're paying him peanuts, J.L. He's done what you wanted. He's gotten married. You gotta loosen the purse strings a little.
All right. Nothing rash. Let's wait and see how Blood opens first. Got a lot of money tied up in this production. I want to see some of it back first.
The forecourt of Drama's Chinese Theater for the premiere of Captain Blood. And I'm talking to the lovely Olivia de Havilland. As one of the stars of tonight's film, could you give us the scoop on the kind of scary horrors that we can expect to see in this movie?
Oh, none, I'm afraid. Captain Blood is the name of Peter Blood, a doctor turned pirate.
Pirates? Then there must be plenty of action.
Oh, indeed. There are brilliant fencing scenes, lots of hand-to-hand fighting, and hundreds of cannons shooting at one another.
And love scenes?
Naturally.
Sizzling love scenes?
Oh, well, let's just say they aren't exactly lukewarm.
Thank you, Olivia, and let's all hope this is the start of a successful and lustrous career.
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much.
Olivia de Havilland, everybody! Oh, look. And here she is, Miss Lily Damita. Welcome, Lily.
Thank you so much.
You can say that you're here in a dual role tonight. First as the beautiful star that you are, and then as the wife of the star of tonight's film, Errol Flynn, whose career, I'm sure...
When did you ever see this? They haven't even seen the picture. Did I see anything like this before, Jane?
Ellie, you have to do something for me.
What?
Don't tell him how wonderful he was. Please.
But, Lily, he was marvelous.
I know. But don't tell him.
But why not, Lily?
Because tonight... Oh, Irving. I've lost my husband.
said. Oh! What the devil is this?
Oh.
Hello.
I'll take it. Looks good. We're ready. All right, let's come on back. Pull back.
Captain.
Billy. What the hell is this? Fan mail?
You're kidding.
Only about half of it.
Look at this. There she is. That's the yacht I'm gonna buy. Look at her.
Why, it's a real pretty boat, Earl.
Pretty, she's beautiful. She's going to be ours. There's only one problem. She's in Boston.
Well, there may be another problem. How you gonna pay for it?
Mr. Flynn, I'm Prudence Angelico, and I work for Mr. Jerome. He thought you might be interested in seeing the press reaction to Captain Blood.
Well, Miss Angelico, would you care to sit down?
Ma'am?
Yes, well, it seems it's a hit.
You and the film, Mr. Flynn.
The name's Errol, Prudence.
Mr. Warner, I hear, is ecstatic. The grosses are outstanding, and I keep hearing words such as colossal, stupendous.
Then you think I could afford to purchase this?
Oh, that looks very expensive. I don't know.
They promised me a raise.
Yes, I know what they promised you, and I think you should study those clippings.
What are you saying, Prue?
What do you think I'm saying, Earl?
I should ask for more.
I didn't say that.
More than they promised me.
That's a direct question.
You see that older gentleman over there? The general. Do you know what he's getting?
Yes?
What?
I can't tell you.
Why not, for heaven's sake?
I could be fired.
Come now, Prue. Do you honestly think that with all my newfound stardom that I would let them fire you?
Well, they could.
But they won't.
$4,000
For the picture.
a week.
You see that other gentleman over there? The young officer. What's his salary?
Oh, Errol, I shouldn't. Please, $2,000
A week.
a week.
Excuse me. Prudence, my love, rest assured I shall never forget thee.
Just a minute, Mr. Flynn, and I'll...
J.L., you and I have to have a little chat.
Hello, Baron. What brings you here? Money.
Well, yes, as a matter of fact, it does.
You all right, Mr. Warner?
It's all right, Millie, we're fine. Mr. Flynn and I are about to have a discussion. Artistic differences, you know. All right. Now, Baron, what did we start you off with?
$125 a week.
That much? Ooh. Listen, that's nothing to sneeze at. We're in a depression. There are college graduates now making $25 a week if they're lucky, and if they're not lucky, they're on street corners selling apples.
I fail to see what that has to do with me or the grocers on Captain Blood.
Just trying to soften you up. How much?
2,500.
2,000. Where did you come up with such a crack-brained figure?
We can never guess.
$2,500 a week. I take it it's negotiable?
Not one whit. I'm worth it. Probably a hell of a lot more, and you know it.
You want to play games. I'm already starting to feel a little bit queasy. Which means I can't possibly work for the rest of the day. Maybe not even the rest of the week. Which means shutting down brigade indefinitely.
Mr. Flynn, I anticipated your little visit today. So I had a new contract drawn up for your signature.
What'd you do? Give me a $100 raise, I'll bet.
Don't be greedy.
And the artist herein known as Errol Flynn will be compensated for $2,500 per week. You were waiting for me to come. How long?
You'll notice the pages are turning yellow.
Well done.
You know, Baron, you play rough. But I'll tell you something. I like you. You know, I think we could even be friends. Imagine being friends with an actor.
But don't worry, J.L. I'm not an actor.
Listen, I can afford to buy that house for you and Lily.
Building one.
Ah, and that boat you want, you're going to build that too?
Buying one. You know, J.L., I don't know how to begin to thank you. I don't give a damn what they say. It's a pleasure doing business with you.
He's learning.
Good evening, Tyre. Darling, my apologies. I really was detained.
How dare you do this to me? You leave me all alone. You humiliate me. You treat me like a wife.
The ancient Greeks wouldn't have given for you at the siege of Troy.
Don't make fun of me.
No, not the 28 shot on the feet. It was an extraordinary year, my love. It's like a priceless heirloom. A pleasure only the connoisseur can appreciate. It's luxurious. It's divine. It's magical. Like you, yes.
You are a dog.
Elsa.
Oh, Jeffrey, I had to come.
Why, what's the matter?
Harry's gone.
What do you mean?
To the Crimea. He was ordered back to his regiment, and he sailed 2 days ago. Oh, Jeffrey, he'll be killed. I know he will.
You love him, don't you?
I do. I can't help it. I tried to tell you.
You needn't explain. I think I've known for some time.
I'm sorry, Jeffrey.
He's a grand lad, Elsa. He'll make you very happy. And don't worry about him. He'll be all right. I'll see that he is. Goodbye, Elsa.
Jeffrey, will you take him a message?
Why, yes.
Tell him that I think his brother is the finest man I've ever known.
All right, boys and girls, that is last charge of the Light Brigade.
That's a wrap, everybody. Mr. Flynn invites everybody for a drink.
Or two.
Errol!
All right.
Make way for the leading lady.
And the gentleman.
Excuse me, John. What do we have here? This looks interesting.
Oh, yes. I'll do my own. You need a good host. On me?
There you go. Olivia, you're wonderful. Wonderful.
Aha. You're looking lovely.
Thank you.
Listen, now that I'm free for a while.
No, not for long. The studio wants you to go to New York.
New York?
Publicity.
Hoopla.
Promotion.
Haga-maga.
Well, you can take your wife or not.
Not. When?
Tomorrow.
Let's get drunk.
Good idea. Cheers.
Come in off that. Does your mother know you're here? She'd peddle a pair of you.
Flynn!
Lily, what are you doing here?
What are they doing here?
Lose your mind. I think you are sick, you know, because this is a public place. You don't do this in a public place. I mean, I understand I'm French. I understand about lovers occasionally. I understand about such things. It's not that rare. But to constantly...
Yes, I heard about him leaving Lily in the middle of traffic, but I trust he didn't rush off to purchase some derelict scow such as these gloomy junks.
Don't worry, Mr. Barrymore. It's seaworthy, all right.
And where did he find this mobile barge?
Boston. Hired a crew and brought it through the canal. This is she.
This? Heavens.
You ain't gonna float, Mr. Barrymore?
I think so. Wonderful.
Hey, Crusher, set that table up.
Funny, isn't it? My.
Welcome to the Sirocco. What do you think, Jack? Beautiful, is she not?
Absolutely. Just as I thought. A floating bordello. I come aboard, but I see the libations are here. Didn't you have another boat named Sirocco?
Yes, in New Guinea.
Bad luck. How so? Legend says never use the same name twice when christening a boat.
You know, I don't believe in legends.
Well, that's contradictory, my dear boy, since you've become one.
Ah, only as I stand in your shadow, John, do I fully appreciate your candor.
It's a real nice boat, Earl.
Thank you, Billy. Cheers.
First today.
Prudence, darling. You know Jack.
Yes, Mr. Barrymore, nice to see you. Errol, I thought you might like to see this. And also, I heard there was a party. Well, I can tell you what it says.
You read it?
Of course. It's from your friend Keats in Spain. It says, war's fine, stop. All damsels in distress, stop. Need your help. Signed, Keats.
Why not?
Why not?
Are you kidding?
No, of course he's not. Lily couldn't prime me.
An excellent reason to go to war.
I might even catch a bullet.
Oh, Errol, stop it.
Prudence, my love. When you've fought as many battles as I have on celluloid, you don't think twice when the real thing comes your way.
But I don't understand why...
Adventure first, my love. Always. And true adventure cannot be found on a Warner Brothers soundstage.
Here, here.
Everybody, to Spain.
To Spain. Nay, nay, nay. Let us not drink to any sodden country that destroys its own heritage with handcrafted explosives. Better, let us salute the heroic figure whose very appearance in the fray will no doubt herald victory.
Are you talking about me?
Indubitably.
Let's drink to me. In the summer of 1936, General Francisco Franco, then Chief of Staff of the Spanish Army, led a mutiny that overnight involved the whole country in a civil war. In fact, the only way I could get into the country was to get an assignment as a reporter for the Hearst newspapers. Pepe, my Spanish driver who had met me in Barcelona, was a curious chap and said very little, except when it became essential.
Salvoconducto, you got it?
Safe conduct. No, I haven't got my papers yet. Dr. Keats has them.
You did.
My God, what was that? A landmine?
See, you're lucky.
Wait a minute, where are you going? Isn't this road mine?
Si, senor, but it's the only road to town.
Keats had arranged a luncheon for me at the local hotel to meet a General von Helmuth, a former senior officer in the German army. A lifetime of service in the military had been terminated when he departed Germany the day Hitler took power. Keats said he was a brilliant addition to the loyalist cause. That could be, but his luncheons left something to be desired.
Terrible, isn't it? Donkey meat.
Donkey?
We ran out of horses.
I welcome Mr. Errol Flynn from America. The Spanish people have heartfelt emotions and happiness that their hero of the screen would come here. Salute, Mr. Flynn. From me and from the Spanish people. We shall never forget this.
Here, here.
I'm sorry. I cannot disappoint the enemy. I must get back to the war.
Senor, I'm one of the Spanish people that was talking about. Senor, if you and I today are eating donkey meat, can you imagine what the peasants are eating? Well, I just want to thank you personally for your great generosity. Senor, gracias, señor.
What the hell was all that about?
Why am I getting all this special attention?
Interesting, isn't it, eh?
Good luck?
Certainly not. But the conversation was interesting, wouldn't you say, Lordship?
Salvoconducto!
Here we go again.
You don't have papers?
Afraid not.
You did again.
Rapido!
Senorita. ¿Por qué quieres matar? Todos se están matando unos de otros. No es necesario para ti.
What'd you say to her, anyway?
I told her she had a gorgeous body.
Sure you didn't.
I asked her why she wanted to kill. Everybody's killing each other. Not necessary for her, too. Bloody war.
What the hell is he doing in the middle of a civil war? The Hearst papers gave him an assignment. To do what? To write about his travels, I guess. A B-movie. That's what this is. This is turning into a lousy B-movie. Get him back here. Yes, JL.
Aquí vienes. Ayúdame con los cuerpos. Empieza el otro lado.
You can't tell from what's left of his uniform whether he's loyalist or rebel.
It doesn't matter, don't you understand? They just go on killing each other. The Hitler and Mussolini are helping out Franco. And the Russians are behind the loyalists. And all for the purpose of testing out the latest weapons. That American journalist, Hemingway, he calls this a practice war. He's right. That's what happened to this poor godforsaken country. Become a proving ground for the fascists and the communists.
Dying?
Dead.
Doctor! Doctor!
Nurse.
Fascistas. Fascistas.
Oh, the bloody animals. They used her for bayonet practice. She's the girl who stopped us on the road. My God, what a beautiful child. Caught up in a war she doesn't even understand. I told her let the others kill, and they did. My God, what a travesty. Lordship, you all right? A stretcher, ándale, ándale, a stretcher! No. Gently, gently!
Me ayuda.
Two pictures in the can, a third going into release. How could he do that to me?
Respectfully, J.L., the man is dead.
Have you confirmed that? Herb?
We have a call into Mr. Hearst.
If this is another of his crazy stunts, I'll kill him.
Morphine. Hang in there, Lordship. You'll make it. You'll make it. Well, it's good to see you up and around after 10 days, although you don't look top-notch exactly. Hey, would you like to see what they think of you in America? Film star Flynn killed in Spain. You died a hero.
Not a bad obituary.
Yes, you got some cables here, too.
Anything from Lily?
Well, no. But Jack Warner urgently requests that you report to work immediately.
Even though I'm dead.
All the more reason. Oh, here's one that you'll love. Would appreciate you file more stories. William Randolphers.
I don't believe it. Doesn't he read his own headline?
You know, while you were floating around on the morphine, I ran some tests on you, and you were not in abundant good health. All those diseases you picked up in New Guinea, malaria, blackwater fever, they're taking their toll on you. I even detected a small heart murmur.
What does that mean?
It means you're going to have to start taking care of yourself. No more late hours and nightlife and booze.
Senor Flynn! You are in the paper, senor.
The whole bloody world seems anxious to bury me.
You almost got yourself killed. Almost. Look, Mr. Flynn, before something else happens, why don't you give us the money?
Money?
The $1 million. We've been waiting.
What million?
The $1 million you collected from the other Hollywood stars and brought with you to help our cause.
Look, Pepe, I don't have any money.
Don't hold out now, Senor Flynn. We will be back.
What the devil is he talking about? $1 million?
Well, he's probably talking about the $1 million that I promised you'd give.
You promised?
No harm.
You are the most unethical, conniving bastard that ever held a scalpel.
Relax, we needed that cooperation. Now, you got a car and a chauffeur. I got my medical supplies and equipment. You probably saved hundreds of lives, Lordship.
What do I do now?
Right now, you hightail the hell out of here as quickly as you can, because if Pepe doesn't kill you, General von Helmruth will. He was expecting the lion's share of that $1 million.
Con permiso, doctor.
Yes, well, that makes it official. Feds are at a premium around here, and you just lost yours. You're going home. Give my best regards to all the lovelies.
Keats was right. This wasn't my war. It was time to go home. The new wing on the Mulholland House had been completed while I was gone. Surprisingly, it was rather sad that with all the pride of design I had invested, not to mention the money, Lily and I would probably never live in it together.
Landscaping's all finished by the pool. The architect just wants to discuss adding to the retaining wall.
Lily been by?
No, well, I haven't seen her.
I didn't think she would be.
Alexander.
Welcome home, Mr. Flynn.
Mr. Wells. I don't know. Maybe it's good.
Good. It's great.
To be home. Alexander, what's this? This is a private residence.
Oh, that's sort of a housewarming present, sir. They're twins.
Well, I can bloody well see that. Alexander, get rid of one of them.
Mr. Warner?
Hello, Baron. Welcome home. How do you like your new dressing room, huh?
Very nice, Chair.
Sent you a basket of fruit.
Thank you.
You had us worried there, kid. I was afraid we'd lost you.
Especially since Robin Hood is ahead.
Ah, no. Don't talk like that. You know you're like a son to me.
Don't get carried away, Jail. You want something. What is it?
I want to know if you read Elizabeth in Essex. You read it, and you don't like it.
I'm playing the same bloody role again. I'm swashbuckling my way through history.
But this time with Betty Davis.
Oh, who are you kidding? She won't even have me in the picture.
As of this morning, she was not yet in control of the studio, which still happens to bear my name. Don't worry, she'll have you. What do you say?
Can we talk, J.L.? Man to man.
Not 1 penny more.
Oh, that's not what I want. I want to act. I mean, really act, like Barrymore and Cagney.
What the hell do you want to do that for? You're a star. Forgive me, Baron. I don't mean to disparage your acting ability. All I'm saying is it's never going to find its way up onto the screen. You are a symbol. Women lust for you. Men envy you. And what is more to the point, the studio makes a lot of money from you. So far be it from me to alter a formula for success.
I just can't accept that. Now, there are good roles out there that will not compromise my box office.
Tell you what, kid. If something comes up, I'll keep you in mind.
What about Gone with the Wind? Now, who else in America can play Rhett Butler?
Yes, there have been some discussions about a loan out for you and Miss Davis, but this is going to be Selznick's most important picture. He's being very selective about the casting. You have to understand that.
Yes, but I can do it.
This may come as a shock to you, Baron, but I know you can.
And I'm asking you to loan me out. I've never asked you for anything.
Except money.
I'll do anything.
Will you play Elizabeth in Essex first?
Then will you loan me out?
Well, it's not my picture, but I'll do what I can. But remember, the loan-out request was for you and Miss Davis, together or not at all.
Thanks, J.L.
What the hell you got all over your face?
Well, that's what happens to you when you fly in an open cockpit. You should see David Niven. He looks like he spent a week in a Welsh coal mine.
What stage are you on?
26.
I'll go along with you. I was under the impression I was making dawn patrol, not a minstrel show.
Tony, take it, would you? Glorious, isn't it? Are you all right? You've never been seasick before.
I've never been pregnant before.
Pregnant? Oh, Lily, that's wonderful. Oh, that's the happiest news I've ever heard.
Home, take me home.
Yes, of course, straight away, my darling. Oh, that little sailor is in its natural element. He or she is going to grow up on this boat.
No.
Of course they will. Like father, like son. Well, I did, and look at me.
I'm sorry, Flynn. I still want a divorce.
Oh, Lily, you can't. Not now.
Oh, yes, I can.
Sorry it didn't work out, Baron. I had Selznick all primed. You and Betty Davis, Scarlet and Red, a package deal. He was going to pay $10,000 a week for the two of you. I would even have made a few dollars on the deal.
I'm sure you would have.
But he changed his mind. Clark Gable is going to play the part. So now we're all out in the cold.
Seems like the wrong time to talk about money, doesn't it?
I just gave you a raise.
However, Lily is pregnant.
Congratulations.
She also wants a divorce.
Congratulations again.
She has her heart set on taking me to the cleaners. She wants to liquidate our community property. The house, the Sirocco. I need the cash to pay her off.
You want a loan? Go to a bank.
I'm not asking for a loan, J.L. Let's just call it a bonus.
A bonus? What do you take me for, an idiot?
Do you know how many pictures I've done for you since Elizabeth and Essex?
I'm perfectly aware.
Virginia City, the Seahawk, a departure somewhat. Now I'm playing another cavalry officer in Santa Fe Trail. I deserve the bonus just for wearing the same bloody uniform.
Do you realize you have to be on the set in less than 6 hours?
You're absolutely right. I'll expect the check in the morning. Why don't you try to think of it as an investment, hmm?
Good night. Stars. Worse than actors.
Begging your pardon, Squire. Will you spare the price that will pick me up for an old sailor down on his luck?
There you go.
Oh, bless your heart, sir. There'll be a place for you in an old soldier's heart until the end of time.
Methinks under yon smelly rags there is a wily curmudgeon.
There'll be a saddle to rescue
Barrymore,
you.
you old fox, what the hell are you doing?
Never. Let it be said, the greatest living actor can't cadge a few off a sucker.
You're bloody marvelous. How are you?
Well, with the exception of the ulcers, the edema, the kidney problems, and cirrhosis of the liver, I am in tip-top condition. Nothing that the offer of a drink with a sympathetic companion and a place to flop for the night couldn't solve.
I take it that means you are alone in the world, sir.
The incumbent Lady Fair has booted me for overindulgence in all things but those amatory.
It appears she also stole your razor.
Ah, well, I have not trusted myself near sharp objects recently.
What kind of companion do you harbor, sir? You're coming home with me. You need looking after.
What about a small nip for the journey?
No. We go directly to the source.
Oh, I take it, sir. You are in a condition to drive.
My dear, the car knows the way.
Then once more unto the breach, dear friend. Once more. Or close the wall up with our English men. In peace, there's nothing so becomes a man.
Linda, lovely. Give us a good one.
Howdy. Help you?
No, thanks. I was just admiring Errol Flynn's house. I got me one of them maps of the movie star's homes. I'm a big fan of his.
Well, you know those maps are all phonies. So are you. If you're not a photographer, I'll eat the whole San Fernando Valley. Where you got your camera? Underneath the seat there? Keep it there. Get in this thing and back it right on out of here.
I'm sorry to have kept you waiting, darling. Would you like a drink? Perhaps you should sit down. I mean, in your condition.
I'm fine, Flynn. I've come to inspect my house. When the court is awarded it to me, I may want to remodel. How many bedrooms are there?
11. Jack Barrymore is convalescing in one. I know you're not interested in seeing mine. And the other 9 are at this moment given over to friendship rights.
Oh, a bordello.
Not quite. It's free.
The pool is almost big enough for the boat. Should I decide not to sell it, it would save docking fees.
You try to get your hands on the Sirocco, my sweet, and I'll kick your pretty little bottom down Mulholland Drive.
You want to know something, Flynn? Your mother was right. You are a wicked little boy.
Never, but never get married.
Not planning on it.
Good. Because, my friend, alimony is the most exorbitant of stunt fees.
I just chased a photographer away out there.
Lily's?
I don't think so.
I've got to get out of here, Billy. I feel like I'm getting cabin fever.
Well, there's only one place to go when you feel like that, Earl.
Alexander!
Alexander!
Darn, I forgot my bathing suit. Don't need one. This is Errol Flynn's.
Keep your head down, Earl.
May I help you?
Yeah, I'm looking for Errol. He asked me to meet him here.
I doubt that. At any rate, he's not here. He just left.
You wouldn't want to tell me where he went, would you?
Certainly not. But I think it's safe to say if you're going to try to find him, you best get yourself a pair of water wings.
Little bit to the right. Gotcha, partner. Your nautical terminology could use some improvement, Billy.
Well, when you're in the saddle, you do your talking with your hands. Same thing here.
You know, you cut to the core quicker than anybody I ever knew.
You're not so bad yourself, Earl.
Looking for someone? Yeah, Errol Flynn, the actor. He told me to meet him here.
John, he put out about an hour ago.
Would you have any idea where they were off to?
Couldn't really say.
Look, this is rather an important assignment for me. If I could get a few candidates, maybe I can make a couple of bucks. Hey, look here. It's like you just dropped a $20 bill.
So I did. Mexico. They're off to Mexico.
Well, where in Mexico?
I think I just dropped another 20.
Hola, amigo. Allá.
Así, toma el vino. Ole! But not too much, or you won't enjoy our house. And now the ladies are waiting for you.
Ah, yes.
Which one? Consuelo?
Very nice.
El Margarita está ocupada. Mercedes?
Mercedes?
Concha? Y Dolores.
You're all very lovely.
Do not repine, senoritas. All in good time.
I just saw him.
We gotta get out of here. Lily's lawyers would have a field day.
Not to mention the press.
Is there a back way out of here?
Sì, per arriba.
Your name, sir?
My name is Art Skildany.
Well, Mr. Skildany, you followed us all the way down here. The least I can do is give you a good picture.
Okay.
Ready? Cheese.
Hey, wait a minute. What are you doing? Hey, you can't do that.
I just did. Maybe you're not quite ready for the big time, Mr. Skildany. In fact, I see by your motor car that you are not. But no matter. My friend and I will be obliged for a lift to the nearest bar.
Oh, hey, wait for me, wait.
Tomorrow, with you,
Thank you, and good luck.
A roving, in my blue eyes. I'll go tomorrow, roving with you, fair maid. A roving, in my blue eyes.
Hey, you guys. You know, I gotta get back to the States, so I got no money for a bus. You think you could give me a lift?
A damsel in distress. Step this way.
Thanks. Hey, you're Errol Flynn, aren't you?
Yes.
And this is your yacht?
Indeed it is, my dear.
Beautiful night.
Yes, it is.
It's very romantic. So how come you're out here all by yourself?
I was just looking at the moon.
Is that fun? Looking at the moon?
It could be if you're in the right spot.
Better where you are?
Have you ever seen the moon from a porthole?
No. But I'd like to.
Alexander!
Oh, Mr. Flynn. I didn't know you were back.
What the hell's going on? Who is that?
Mr. Barrymore, I've been having a terrible time. I kept the liquor cabinet locked, but it seems to be getting worse.
No! Help me, help me, help me! They're trying to kill me!
Jack, take it easy.
Help me, help me! They're trying to kill me!
What are you talking about?
You bats! Bats! Great hairy-winged rat! No, can't you see
it's
them?
all right.
They're
It's
all
all right.
Crawling,
Easy.
vermin, and
Steady, lad, it's all right.
Oh, tell the doctor, tell the doctor. I must have my medicine. Tell him or they will devour me.
We'll get you your medicine. Unlock the liquor cabinet, Alexander. Pour him a drink. You poor devil's got any tears. And call a doctor.
Oh, thank you. You are my savior. Who are you? Do I know you?
You are just the way you like it, undiluted. Now, easy, easy. Steady. No. It's all right. Jack, it's all right. Try again.
All right.
Not so much this
All
time,
right.
just a little.
Oh.
There you are. That's it. Steady. It's all right. It's all right.
All cavalry, front and center, quickly!
Give me a little more.
All right, Mr. Walsh.
Here you go, Billy. Make me look good.
All right, everybody. Let Mr. Walsh run through the action once more.
Okay, Billy, you're doubling for Errol and you're leading the charge. I want you to take the fence and then jump over the camera. Do you see the camera?
Yes, sir.
All right, the rest of you men all do the same thing except you, Crusher, the last man. You don't make it. I want you to lose your horse and fall right into the camera.
Yes, sir, Mr. Walsh.
Okay, and don't move. You're dead.
Oh, and before we go, Errol has something to say.
These cigars are to celebrate the birth of my son. Born last night at Cedars of Lebanon Hospital. His name is Sean. Oh, yes, his mother's name is Lily. Do this shot in one take, and you can all light up, except for the director. You can light up now, Ro.
Thank you, Errol.
All right, places, everybody. Camera, roll 'em. They died with their boots on, scene 32, take 1. Action! Action!
Can you hear me, Sport?
I guess I messed up the shot. Think I'll be able to use any of it or all?
Hell, all of it.
Earl, take me out to sea.
Raoul. Oh, thank you, Errol.
Errol, Crusher.
Raoul? Hello, Crusher. I'm sure that Billy would have wanted you to have his spurs.
Well, thank you, Crusher.
Help yourself to a drink, boys. And the day looms dark with the loss of a friend. To Billy, gentlemen.
To Billy.
Tomorrow we scatter Billy's ashes at sea.
Tomorrow we work. Tomorrow we scatter Billy's ashes at sea.
Oh, what did Delaware, boy, what did Delaware? She wore a New Jersey. She wore a New Jersey. She wore a New Jersey. Boys, she wore a New Jersey. Now what did Tennessee, boys? What did Tennessee? Oh, what did Tennessee, boys? What did Tennessee? She saw what our... Action!
Cut! One more time. Camera was a little slow. Sorry, Errol.
Call for you, Ralph. All right, everybody, places, please. We're going to another take. Camera number 1 position. We'll all see if we can get it right this time, okay? Yeah. That's a wrap, everybody. Going home. So come over here. I'll give you calls for tomorrow.
What's the matter? You said you wanted another take.
Barrymore's dead. I'm going to go to the hospital, and I'm going to take care of all the arrangements if you want to come.
I was beginning to think he was immortal.
He had a great zest for living. And twice the urge to die.
I think I'll hoist a few for old friend Jack. In less than a year, I had lost my 2 best friends. First, there was Billy, whose quiet strength I had relied on more than I ever knew. And now Barrymore, a lovable scoundrel whose mischievous humor would be heard no more. My loss was far greater than I could possibly realize.
Alexander! Alexander! Where are you? Alexander! Ooh.
Listen. You told me that you'd like to have a final drink with Jack. Okay?
How did you do this?
I bribed the mortician. Now,
Thank you.
how about a toast to Jack from us?
If to do were as easy as to know what were good to do, chapels had been churches, and poor men's cottages, princes' palaces. To Jack.
To Jack.
Sir, these gentlemen wish to speak with you.
What can I do for you?
I'm Detective Muldoon. This is Detective Wilson. Very serious charge has been made against you, Mr. Flynn.
Charge? What are you talking about?
Rape.
Rape? Me? That's absurd.
I suggest you call your attorney.
I don't have to rape anybody.
Statutory rape. The female involved may have consented, but you're in trouble if she's under 18.
I don't check for birth certificates.
Might not be a bad idea.
Who is she?
Name's Lucille Hartley. We picked her up for vagrancy. She had your name and address among her effects. We questioned her.
Where was this supposed rape to have taken place?
On your yacht. She says you took her below to show her the moon.
Well, here's something just in. District Attorney John Dockweiler has overruled the grand jury's dismissal of the charges against Warner Brothers star Errol Flynn. Dockweiler has ordered that the ebullient Irishman must stand trial for rape. DA says his reasons are to clean up Hollywood, though most of the film industry are branding his charges as politically motivated.
Don't suppose you could get any of those girls on the jury.
I'll tell you one thing, Errol, whether you like it or not, you could become the first victim of a new political administration.
You mean somebody's out to get me?
It's about the size of it.
And what do we do now, Jerry?
We win. What else?
Will Miss Lucille Hartley please take the stand?
I can't believe it. She looks like my kid's sister.
Nothing but the truth, so help you God.
I do.
Be seated.
Miss Hartley, I'm a bit mystified by a picture I have here. Is this you?
Yes.
What a difference. Tell me, do you always dress this way?
What way?
Bobby socks and pigtails?
If I feel like it.
And you feel like it when you come to court, is that it?
That's it.
Then what did he do?
Well, then he came back, and he started to undress me.
What do you think he intended?
Well, I thought he was going to put me to bed.
What did you have on?
Dress,
Is that all?
brassiere, and a slip. He took off everything except my shoes and stockings.
And then what did he do?
Then he took off his clothes.
Everything?
Everything. Except his socks.
Lucille testifies, Flynn bears all. Can you imagine becoming a national hero because of this?
Don't get antsy. The press has been very good to you. And you've testified that the bunk was knee-high when actually it was 5 feet from the deck. Now, Lucille, you crawled up there all by yourself. Now, anyone who crawls up 5 feet to be raped must have had that in the back of their mind.
Yes? No, Millie. No calls. Nothing till after the verdict.
On count 1, we find the defendant not guilty.
On count 2, not guilty!
On count 3, we find the defendant not guilty.
On count 4, not guilty.
grandest party you ever heard of. Every star director and producer in town will be there. And you're the guest of honor.
Oh, not me. I'm going fishing.
Earl, you promised.
Oh, Mr. Haviland.
Alexander.
It's so good to see you.
Dear, well, where's Mr. Flynn?
This way. You'll find him, I think, out by the pool.
I also know enough about scenes by now to know that this one is over.
You're not going.
I have an early call.
What if you don't go?
So long, sailor.
Good night, wench.
It's Errol, not Earl, right?
You know, Billy never did call me anything but Earl.
Nice party.
Where is everybody? Why didn't they show?
Scared, possibly?
Scared? Of what?
You're rather dangerous to be with right now.
Oh, come on.
No. You live dangerously. And people who gather around you expose themselves to that danger.
And invariably they get hurt, is what you're saying.
Well, it's quite possible that a great deal of your success is attributable to this bigger-than-life style of yours. But then when that lifestyle goes off the track, as it has with this trial, everyone suddenly gets a wait-and-see attitude.
Am I going to survive or crash?
This is a tough town to get lost in. We have prescriptions for every malady known to man, but none for life. I still say it was a nice party.
Good night, sport.
Good night, Baron. As I walked away from Errol that night, I felt the same sorrow he must be experiencing. Although he'd been tried and acquitted, the public assumed that where there was smoke, there was fire, and they were not forgiving. Having ridden high and wide most of his life, he now found himself in a humiliating spotlight. And thus was born the oft-used phrase, "in like Flynn." His career had crested. Even though he made 30 more films before he died, his best work was behind him. Not so his brawls, amours, alimony problems, and drinking escapades. They remained constant. He was married twice after Lily and had 3 daughters. Errol Flynn died in 1959, at the age of 50.